Hi everyone, we are team Off the Script, and our project is the Fan Quality Self-Assessment Portal. I'm Ashley, we have Sam, Matthew, and Trevor, and our mentors are Greg Reed and Ryan Waldrop. So our client is the Florida Afterschool Network. They are a nonprofit organization based out of Tallahassee, and their goal is to promote quality standards for after-school and summer learning programs. The problem that they have is they have a current self-assessment, which is quite lengthy and boring, so they don't see a lot of users actually utilizing their tool. What's the solution? Well, we came up with an idea to have an application to digitize the assessment and make it more convenient and simple for program members to take.
This is Samuel Skinner. This is the project requirements portion of our project. We had to go over the account creation, be able to log in the user as well as log them out. You would have to also have to implement a functional assessment system. You would also have to generate reports based off of the survey results. And finally, we would need to have management of the various user accounts, programs, and of course the survey. As you can see, we had three roles for that. We had the super admin, the program admin, and the site user. Lastly, the only high risk is that we had security and access right issues. That was the main concern for developing this security system.
Hi, my part of the project presentation is to talk about the RUP phases, and for the Scrum we use the software called Gyro to help us keep track of the progress on our project, and this contains our sprints and project backlog. Right now we are on the construction phase. In a few weeks we will be in the transition phase where we get the project ready to deploy to the client. And here are some of our diagrams that we use in our development process. And here are some of our software that we use.
Okay, so I will start our demo, and this is our landing page with a welcome message, and it talks a little bit more about the Florida Afterschool Network. From here, in our nav bar, we can create an account, and it has some validation so that users input everything correctly, and it gets everything that we want. And once you register, you would, from there, either join a program or request to register a new program. So our three user types are site users, program admins, and super admins. I will show you the program admin view. So this is our dashboard page, and every user has a profile page where they can edit their personal information that they had put in on registration, or they could delete their account if needed. Program admins have the option to view their user list, which has a list of their current users and a list of pending users. They're able to approve or deny their pending users, and if they approve, they will be added to the current users list. And from here, they could choose to change any roles that they wanted. But if not, then nothing changes, and they can delete any users if they want to. Now, moving on to the super admin. A super admin also has a user list where they can grant super admin privileges or delete, and this is a list of everyone in the system, so they could look up anyone that they needed and whatnot. They can also, if needed, view specific users to a specific program and manage their roles within there.
There are four levels of survey management, which are the survey, the domain, the topic, and the question. So a few basic actions on all of them is that you can sort according to the attributes of whatever you want to sort. So let's say we want to sort the main preamble. We would click the caret, and you see that the preambles are sorted. If we do it again, we will sort the preambles by descending order. Another thing you can do is that you can make the questions active or inactive, which means they won't show on the survey. Surveys have a special case where you can open or close them, meaning that you can show the survey to the after-school programs, or you may decide to hide it. Going on to the topics and domains, here is what that screen looks like. So if we edit a domain, and if we add some invalid data, in this case I'll be entering empty strings, you see that the model performs some data validation. So I hit cancel, and then you see that it takes us back to the topics and questions screen. So if I were to successfully edit something, you see that we successfully edited the question.
So here we have this short preamble, as well as showing a orientation video, which is not functional at this time. So here I'm just going to select our program to use for the assessment. Like, for example, I'm part of the Boys and Girls Club. So here we're just gonna click on the continue the assessment. Alternatively, if you were just starting an assessment, that would say start assessment instead. So as you can see, we have all of our domains here. We have these progress bars that show how much the site user or program admin has worked on each survey question. So if I were to click on a domain here, such as program management and staff, it would show that we have the survey radio buttons and questions that you would answer based on what you feel about your organization. It does work. So for example, you can fill in a question based on how you feel about your company, how well it does based on the topics and questions. Also, you can also leave some notes for yourself based on this domain. Then you can exit the survey once you feel you can submit it. As you can see now that my progress has been saved. So next we go to the history segment. For example, we click on the Boys and Girls Club. We access here, and the colors indicate how many questions you have are deemed acceptable for your organization. Of course, green signifies that you're doing okay, or yellow means that you need to have some work on, and gray means that you have not answered your questions yet.
To start, can register a new program, navigate to the page from the dashboard page, and from here you can put in all of the major fields. For the state field, it is set to default at Florida, but allows other states. All the counties specified are in Florida, but there's this option at the bottom for other, which is all that our client requested. So if they are out of state, if they ever decide to use the program out of Florida, they still have an option to include other states. And then once they submit the form, it notifies them that the request has been submitted, which then has to be approved by a Florida Afterschool Network or super admin through their end of the program. Next, we can edit the program's details. This account is a program admin account, so it's already joined into a program, and because it is a program admin account, it has access to the edit functionality. If it was not a program admin account, they wouldn't see this button. They would only be able to see the program details, which just display most of the same fields that we filled out earlier, or that have been filled out for this program already. As far as the edit page, the form is is identical to the registration page, and displays the fields that they've already filled out. In this case, none of these fields were filled out as far as the checkboxes, but can be updated. And then the changes can be submitted, and it notifies them that the changes were saved. And then the third functionality, major functionality for programs, is joining a program. So when a user creates their basic account, they're not going to be affiliated with any program in the system. And so what they can do is navigate to the join program page from the dashboard page once they log in. And this page will display a listing of all of the approved programs that super admins have gone in and approved, their registration requests, and it lists them here. From here, they can select or search whichever program they want to join and select their details to confirm that this is the one that they want to join. It's not, same organization, but a different location, just to clarify, and then they can click join. And what that does is then redirect them back here and submits a join request, which then has to be approved by that specific program admin. And then they'll be able to access the Florida Afterschool Network's survey through the application. So to wrap things up, this application will allow the Florida Afterschool Network and its partner organizations and programs to more effectively and efficiently utilize its quality assessment survey tool and to gain valuable feedback regarding the performance of the programs themselves, as well as the effectiveness of the assessment itself, thereby giving those programs necessary insight into the areas they can work to improve upon. One of the major takeaways that we've had from the experience so far is the importance of communication, both between team members and between the team and the client, in order to effectively plan out and design such a system and ensure everyone is on the same page regarding requirements and features. Additionally, we've all gained a large amount of experience with the various technologies and software shown previously. And finally, we'd like to thank our mentors, Greg and Ryan, for providing their experience and knowledge throughout this project, as well as to our client, Holly, in the Florida Afterschool Network, for providing us with this incredibly insightful and educational learning experience. Thank you.